So a couple months ago, I bought this truck and I wanted to do a couple mods, but on the cheaper end. So this video will show you cheap mods for your second gen Tundra. So if this is your first time here, my name is Melvin and welcome to the channel. This is a channel that my wife and I started a couple years ago where we built out our bus, but now we got this Tundra and this is going to be our new adventure rig. Besides the video on this truck, my wife currently has a series going on right now called Thrifted and Lifted, where she shares with you ways to thrift for your home and make it cozy. So I'll link that down below, or I'll put it up somewhere in the cards up top. All right, everybody. So first things first, if my voice is sounding like I'm sick, it's because I'm barely getting over sickness. I've been battling this for about 4 days now, so I'm barely getting over the hump. Bear with me. So the first mod, I already installed it. It's the headlights. The ones that these came with were halogen lights. Now I changed it to the LED lights, which is super bright. And honestly, it makes driving so much easier, especially in the nighttime up here in Utah and in the mountains. You can get those for honestly under 50 bucks, especially if they're on sale. I think there's one that's going on right now that's about $30 or $40. Any of the products that I mentioned in this video will be linked down below, and it is a affiliate link, so I will get a small commission of that, but that's helping out the channel. So the second mod that I did was super cheap. I think it was like $15 for this, or 20 bucks, is to change. Is it turning on? Why is it not turning on? So the second mod that I did is changing these lights. They come in a little pack, which this pack, you can also change these lights right here, which I will do right now and just show you how super quick and easy this is. So for this one, you open it up, pop that, cool, pops right off. I'll do it on this side too. That's gone. And to not burn yourself, close that, but carefully. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you guys see it now? You guys see that? I don't want to. Okay, cool. Boom. That just popped out. Boop. There it is. And then we'll go ahead and do the same thing on this other side. This brick. Okay. That popped out too. Boom. So this is how they look. When you install it, make sure that the yellow LEDs are facing forward, not backward. Go ahead and slap that on in there. And you just push it in. Boom. Let's grab the other one. Boom. All right, now let's check. Oh yeah. There it is. Let's go ahead and put these covers back. Just clip that on. Boom. This side clipped in. There it is. So those LEDs aren't just meant for your mirror in the front, for your cabin light, or for your main lights. These lights are also for your license plate lights and the lights that's under your side view mirrors. So I'm editing the video and I actually tested it earlier. These lights don't work under the rear view mirrors. It's a special kind. I'll put a photo of what it looks like up here, and I'll link those lights down below also. But for the other light bulbs, it actually works for the truck bed lights and also for your third brake light. So the only one that it doesn't have is the ones for under the side view mirrors. We're here on the other side because I need to show you guys an example of what it would look like if I installed this next mod that I got. All right, so the next mod I got is actually right behind you guys. Super simple. My uncle had this in all of his cars, and I haven't had this since my 4Runner, so it's been probably 2 years since I had this, but this literally helps me out to see the back. Bam! The side view mirror Extendamundo. It's not called that. I don't know what it's called, but this is going to be linked down below. And this is pretty cheap. I mean, this was like 10 bucks. I'll put the price in here somewhere. This will literally help you see the back and possibly your blind spot just because of how wide it is. And it also has like a little curve. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it has a little curvature. It's kind of like a wide angle lens, but for your side mirror. And to install this, it's just these little clips. Super, super easy. Show you that right now. This is going to be the best example I can give you of how it looks like to look through the rear view mirror. If I'm looking straight ahead, let me zoom that out. Look at how limited that is, right? And if you have little chicken nuggets in the back, see what they're doing, you can't really see. Then your blind spot, you can't really see your blind spot. Let's go ahead and install the rear view Extendamundo. So you literally just clip this. You get this at the top of your rear view mirror because these extend. And yeah, you clip it on. So over on both. Let me actually do it the other way. The other way might work a little better. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Damn. Okay, look at this thing. Dude, what? Look at that. You're driving. You can literally see the back window. Yeah, you could definitely see so much more. All right, so this next mod was actually sent to me by Car Trim Home. They're a website that sells a bunch of stuff for the Tundra, the Lexus. They have radios for the Tundra. They have a heated steering wheel for the Tundra, which hopefully I can get my hands on that before I continue on installing this product that was sent to me by Car Trim Home. Is that they sent me the product and there was no money exchanged. There was nothing. They didn't tell me what to say. They're not gonna see this video before it comes out. They're probably gonna see it the same time you guys are. So this is gonna be my honest opinion about this product. But Car Trim Home sent me this. These are the buttons for your windows on your driver's side. And if you're asking, why do they send you that when it already comes with one? Those things don't light up. So at nighttime, you're pretty much blind trying to, you know, press the unlock button. And I know it's not a big deal. If you already know where the buttons are, you can feel it. But sometimes I kind of want to see. So these will light that up. And I'm going to show you guys how to install this because this is super, super easy. To do this, you just have to use the orange clip or the orange tool that they gave you. And you're just going to pop this plastic piece off. Boom. There it is. Now your next task is to undo the wiring harness, which I'll put the camera down for that. Boom. And so there's 3 screws, one here, 2 at the bottom. Take those out. Now you'll see there's these little tabs right there, and there's 2 more on this side. All you're gonna have to do is just press on those little tabs and this will slowly just pop off. Okay, boom, there you have it. It is out. Now I also want to point out that the front, these do have little lights, but the top doesn't. This is just white. And the back ones don't have anything. So compare that to this one. This is the one from Car Trim Home, and this is the one from Toyota. I don't know if you can tell, but this kind of, the markers on there are a little faded for the light to come through. So now you do everything backwards. You slide this one on, boom, clip that on, and you put the screws back on. Now that that's on there, we're gonna put the wires and connect them back on. I do want to test this out before I put it back in because I like to test things before I completely put them back in. And turn on the lights. Heyo, it's cool. I might just have to show a B-roll because. Can you guys see the blue? Yeah, can you guys see the blue? Hold on. So after that, it just slaps back on, and then let's double check. Yep. Cool. It's only doing that because the driver door is open and the keys are in here. So if you look at this is the old one, right? Show you guys. I don't know if you can tell, but if you look at how this one clicks, I'm not flipping you off, I promise. It's just one click, right? And for the auto, it's like 1, 2, 1, 2. Before I wasn't able to make these back windows go auto, so now in real time, I'm gonna press this back window, both hands. Now all 4 windows can go down. This is for the other side. Press, boom. And now to go up, look at that. Sweet. So I just finished that installation, and honestly, dude, I feel like this feels way better, like texture wise. And I get it, this is from 2016, and like the buttons, I don't know. If you guys do computer stuff, you guys know the thwack or the thwack of a keyboard, right? It kind of feels the same. So this has like a high sound, like, and then this one just has like a deeper bass. As of right now, this product seems like it's pretty cool, but I'll give an update in about a week to see how it holds up. So now we're gonna go on to the last mod that I think is going to be beneficial, especially if your truck is super old, especially if it's been up in the Rust Belt or any places that use a lot of salt when it snows. And that's pretty much getting new splash guards. And I'll show you over some B-roll right now, the splash guards that are on the vehicle, which some of it is still pretty good. It's not super flimsy or not brittle, so I'm going to keep those on, but this one area doesn't have one, so I'm just gonna install one. I'm gonna pull out the one that I'm supposed to put on. I believe it's this one. Yeah, so this one, if you can look at the bottom, it has the lettering FL for front left. And I don't know if you guys can tell how thick this thing is. This is pretty thick. And it's kind of textured. I don't know if you can tell if it's textured or not. Hopefully it focuses, but yeah, this looks pretty textured. Hopefully this will hold up right. This also comes with all of the things that you need to attach it to your body. So let's go ahead and install this and see how it looks like after. Totally forgot to do the outro on this because I had other stuff to do, but thank you guys for watching. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers, which is bonkers to me. Once again, thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace. You guys know I changed the spark plugs on this, and not even 3,000 miles later, it started having a problem, saying it was a misfire. Well, it's actually not the spark plug's fault. The reason why it did that, because the gasket for the spark plug is broken, and this is how I found out.